everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Keep It Moving. I'm your host, Sharon O. Today, we have the pleasure to have one of the leading African designers. He prefers to be called the tailor. He oversees and he is the CEO of a luxury African brand that blends African tradition with modern taste, and he is Ugo Monye. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
I know you're a very busy man, but thank you so much for having us.
You're most welcome.
It's been a long time coming. We tried the first time it didn't happen, but we are here today.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
The Nigerian fashion industry is quite a big one, and you've somehow managed to find a niche in the market, and you lead the Ugo Monye brand, which is very, very well received, not only in Nigeria, but globally. I'm from Zimbabwe, for example, but I know of your brand, and it spells royalty. Your pieces are sophisticated and well thought of pieces, and I think the market received you well. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they receive me well.
Yes,
I think they do.
Yeah.
Because what for me, my vision is to put Africa on the global map, and the only way to do it with fashion is going back into our own heritage, our culture, and try to elevate it and amplify it as much as we can. And when you talk of African fashion, there's a lot of flamboyancy in it.
Taste.
Yes.
Richness and culture. Yes.
And we do not, when it comes to use of material, we are very, very flamboyant with it. We do not try to streamline it or make it look like we're managing the fabric. So we try to show the rest of the world what it is to be African.
Yes. We are very creative in how we present it to the world.
Yeah. So it's very different and it's very interesting because this is what we are used to, for example.
Yes.
Right? But the rest of the world haven't seen stuff like that now. Because of social media and the internet, when people see stuff, they're like, wow.
Yes.
Well, so what we're doing is just showing the rest of the world who we are, really.
Yes. So we are exposing the African culture globally.
100%.
You have built an empire, a brand that it's not so easy. Talk us through how your journey up to from how you started. How did it start? How did the design or being a tailor come to you?
Okay, so it started when, in fact, it's funny, you know why? Because I never knew I was going to be sitting here on this kind of, because all I ever thought about being was a businessman. My dad was a businessman, so he was very successful, and I wanted to be like him.
Okay.
So I'm an artist. At some point in my life, my parents wanted me to study fine and applied arts, and I said no, because there was no glory at the time in being an artist. It's not like now. Now, if you're an artist, you're kicking in some.
Yeah.
So that time there was no glory in it, and I wanted to be a businessman, and I wanted to be making serious money, like what I used to see.
Your dad.
Yeah. So, along the line, my mom was in fashion too.
Okay.
She was in fashion, so I was in school studying business administration, and I found myself always criticizing what people used to wear.
Okay.
I'll go a step further and I'll start sketching it. I'll be like, oh no, if this were to be like this, it would have been nicer.
Okay.
You understand
what
I'm
saying? So you used to put your friends.
Yes. If this were to be like it would have been nicer.
Okay.
And I now started, I went home and I told my mom at that time, of course, my mom's business had stopped. And I told my mom if she was in contact with any of her tailors, and she said yes. And I called all of them to my mom's living room, and I told them that, look, I've been coming up with some serious designs, and we need to bring it to life.
Yes.
So brought out my mom's machines, old machines, put them in the living room, and we started making clothes. Okay. So that was pretty much how I started.
That was great support, would you say? Because often with African parents, if you tell them especially things to do with the arts, it's not well received. But I think you're blessed to have had, your mom already understanding.
Yeah, she already understood it. Apart from that, I was in school studying business administration.
Yeah.
Not like I just. But I'm saying that regardless, I'm sure if I wanted to pursue that at the time without even going to school, I'm sure they would have supported me. My mom, at least, I remember my dad, even after I'd finished university, my dad called me one day to his house. He has never been so serious. Called me and said, you know what, Ugo, this thing that you want to do, um, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but let me introduce you to my business partner that should be doing his business and I should be doing that one on the side.
Okay.
And I told my dad, I said, man, Dad, don't worry, man.
I got this.
Yeah, exactly. I said, I got this. Don't worry about me. I should worry about other people, but you shouldn't worry about me, So, but he's late now, but before he passed away, he was very proud.
That's good. That's what we want, the African culture, we want to make them proud, don't we?
Yeah.
Now, you're starting, you've got that support behind you in the very early stages. And then what are some of the challenges that you faced during that time as you were setting up?
Okay, so I was in school. Even after I was done with school.
Yeah.
So I was already making clothes while I was in school.
Okay.
I was making clothes for my classmates. I was making clothes for people in my school. I was involved in a couple of shows while I was in school, fashion shows. So the challenges is still the same challenges we're facing till today, and it's just human capacity,
Yeah.
Just that having the right team, building the right team of people to take you from point A to point B.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible in Africa. Like, I don't know if they, like, now I have a global vision, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that we don't see it, but I'm saying that has been my challenge,
Yeah.
So I'm a fashion designer. I'm a creator.
Yes.
I create things in fashion, right?
Yes.
So I create things that people are not used to, that tailors are not used to, that other designers are not even used to.
Yeah.
So you can imagine every time I come with a new crazy idea and I call my team and I say, let's do this, a lot of them are scratching their head and they're like, okay, I'm not thinking, say this one fit, they possible. I'm like, until I take them through it, yes, before they can start,
I see where you're going.
Yeah. But because I see it, I know it, they can't see what I'm seeing. So that gap is difficult, So I have a high turnaround for tailors because they'll rather just do what they're used to. The regular, in quotes, buba and shokoto. Buba and shokoto is like a normal top and pants that we wear in Nigeria. It's very basic. They'll rather do that. They'll rather go to another tailor that's what he's sewing and make money than for them to be racking their brain
and coming up with something new.
Yes, so that has been the challenge for me, and it's still, and consistency in staff.
Yeah.
No matter how much you're paying them, because I'm always giving them tasking things. They, so it's tough to build that right team.
Yeah.
To take you to the next level.
So are you saying the challenges you faced then, and now you say, people or the team that understands the vision?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
There are other challenges too. I remember when I initially started, even getting the right materials, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story. I used to make clothes for women at the time.
Okay.
So I will go to the market, I'll buy a zipper, something as simple as a zipper, thread.
Yeah.
All these things, I'll buy it, and I'm doing fitting, and every time I'm trying to do fitting and I'm trying to zip the client up, the zip will break. And you're like, why is this zip breaking? So I had to go to the market, and I found out that this zips that we're getting, a lot of our brothers in Nigeria will go to the manufacturers and tell them that, you know what, please, we need to reduce the quality of the zip so that people can be coming back to buy. I'm like, who does that? But I'm saying that's the environment where we find ourselves in. So we now find ourselves having to import a lot of these things, by ourselves.
To maintain quality.
Yes, to maintain the quality. And when you import this thing, of course, your pricing will go up.
Yes.
And you need to, and because you know where you're going to, you need to keep at it.
Yes.
But of course, I learned on the job. It's not, there are some things they don't teach you.
Yes.
So it's been.
And only you know your vision. So that nobody can teach you. You know how where you want to go.
I see it.
Yes.
Like I always tell people, like, I see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
I sleep it. When I sleep, I'm seeing it. And I'm not even close to what I see.
Yeah.
I'm not close to it. Like, it's still.
You're still on the journey.
Yes.
Okay. Regardless of the challenges, you've styled some of the very high-profile individuals. That, of course, has its own challenges. But what the world sees out there is, a unique brand that is out there influencing and being noticed by high-profile individuals. Yeah. How is that working with you?
So, when you start a business, what really drives you? Is it to make money? Or is it to become what's the vision of that? You can see an Ugo Monye and say you want to be like Ugo Monye. You don't really know what drives him. But if you think it's about money, it's far from money, because the honest truth is that if you start a business with the plan of just making money,
or of being like Ugo Monye,
if you start a business with the plan of just making money, guess what? If money doesn't come, what happens? Would you be frustrated out? You understand what I'm saying? Would you be frustrated out? Because the honest truth is that a point in time will come that money will not come. So are you going to give up and on to the next one? Or you keep at it? So the thing is that for someone like me, you hear people that say, I have a passion for fashion. It's not just sweet rhymes. Do you really have a passion for it? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you really have a passion for it? So is it that when money doesn't come, you keep at it? I can tell you for free that nobody ever thinks, or nobody has ever thought that I've had a hard time. But I've had a hard time. But you will never see it on my face because I'm excited. Even when money wasn't coming in, you can never see it on my face because I was happy doing what I was doing. This was real fulfillment for me.
Yeah.
I was not doing it to become popular. I was not doing it to make money.
Yeah.
And that's the honest truth.
Yeah.
I was not doing it to make money. Everything that is happening came along the way. Yes. And it was the icing on the cake for me.
Yes.
For me, I just wanted to see things that were in my head come out to reality.
Yes.
Yeah, and people appreciate it.
Yes. So what you've just described is what we spoke of earlier before starting the show. So regardless of the challenges, regardless of what came your way, you didn't stop. Because it was never about money for you. It was about that vision that you had. So it made it easy for you that even when money was not coming in, you still had the drive to keep going.
I still had the drive.
Yeah.
I still had the drive.
And those are the times that we say, keep it moving. You've got it already. Yeah. Yes. So because in business, it's not all rosy. Like I said earlier, what I see or the viewers see out there is Ugo Monye. Wow, he styles the best out there. The most high-profile individuals, Ugo Monye styles. That's all they see.
I know, but they don't even know the struggles.
Yes.
The time I was abroad, I went to buy materials, so I've gone to the deepest places in the world.
Yes.
To buy fabric. I've tested fabrics on different parts of the world until I now saw that, okay, well, these things that we have in Africa is what we need to show the rest of the world.
Yes.
I remember when one time I was in Istanbul, I walked, every time I'm in Istanbul, every day I do about maybe 20, between 25 to 30,000 steps. One day I was in the cold.
Mm.
I was walking. When I got to my hotel, I took off my sneakers and I found my white socks had blood everywhere on it. Because I was bleeding from my toes, from my toenails. And I'm like, later I'll get to Nigeria. When they ask me for a price, when I give them price, they'll tell me
they don't see that.
Get AC for your side. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying until I realize. So I've done everything in terms of I've gone to, because me I'm hungry to anything that would really set me apart. I would fly. I would go everywhere to it, and I found out that everything that you're looking for in Sokoto, in your Sokoto, that's a saying that anything you're looking for, you're flying to different parts of the world, is actually right under your very nose.
Yeah.
And it's here in Africa.
Yes.
So, well, I realized that late, but it's never too late.
Yes. You expose Africa very well. Yeah. And it's brands like yours that makes the world see that, we as a people in Africa have got so much to offer out there. You got to arm's length to make your vision well maintained. You've just explained what you went through. That's stuff that nobody knows. That's stuff that when, you get credited for, for your works out there, people don't know all these struggles that you've gone through.
100%.
There are other issues I would rather us not talk about, but like when people then come and take your work and don't credit you, we're not going to touch on that one. But this is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So much goes into visions. Mm-hmm. So much goes into brands, which sometimes is, as Africans, we feel taken advantage of.
A lot of times, so.
Did you find that's something that's still there? You're still struggling to,
So the thing about this is that even you said we're not going to touch on that subject.
You can if you want to,
so,
but yeah.
I've decided, to just keep it moving.
Yes.
And that's the honest truth. Mm-hmm. I've been, people have tried to take advantage of my work.
Yeah.
And of course it's very painful. It's not even because it's me. It's because how do you look at Africans? Do you understand what I'm saying? You think we can just step on us and we just keep quiet about it. Mm-hmm. So I don't like that idea. So the fight is not because of me. It's for the entire continent, really and truly. So I've had issues with, of course, the trademark issues with some, and how some people on the global stage have tried to steal my work and things like that. I've had a couple of them, really. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I'm not the only one having that.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people. So we in Africa, we just need to organize ourselves better and protect ourselves, and that's the honest truth.
Yes.
That's pretty much it.
You touched on another subject there, trademarking, mm-hmm. and patterning our projects, our work. Mm-hmm. That's something that I find African, creatives or artists are struggling to get out there. Now, how do you think that can be, managed or maintained? Because international brands or big organizations have the resources. Do you think it's a matter of lack of resources why the African market is struggling, even if they wish to trademark their products?
So what I feel is that, the honest truth is that if you look at the African fashion industry today, it's not where it was a few years ago. Sure. So the industry keeps on evolving and it's getting bigger and bigger. Mm-hmm. So as it gets bigger, things will fall in place. All these structures will be put in place.
Yeah.
So even like, first of all, when I started trademarking and doing patents on my designs, it felt like it was too big a thing to do.
Yeah.
Because it costs money.
Uh-huh.
How can you patent all your designs?
Yeah.
Do you understand? So you have to pick your battles. You pick the ones that you feel is worthy.
Relevant. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Apart from that, there's the local patent and there's the global one.
Yes.
So the very first time I was doing a patent on one of my designs, my lawyer said, "Why don't we do it global?" And when he put me through the process, I was like, "Wow, that's almost impossible." And when I thought about the cost, I was like, "Man, nah, man." But today, I'm not going to. I might not do a global patent, but I didn't realize that you could select the countries
Yes.
where you can actually do this patenting.
Yeah.
So I could decide that I'm going to do a patent for my design in the US, in China, in the UK. Just you pick strategic countries that you do your, you know. But once you hear global, it means that it sounds too big, you know.
Sure.
I didn't realize that, you know. So now what I do is I just focus on the specific countries.
Yes.
Yeah, and I focus on that, and that's it.
And that's been working for you so far. Okay. So you've touched on a few challenges that you've gone through as a business. Now, as businesses, as CEOs, directors, we are faced with challenges as we've been discussing throughout our conversation now. But there's always a moment where this is a make or break moment. I think for most people or who are in business, would you say you've ever faced like a specific moment, or you've ever had, I mean, there are challenges every day, like I said, like we've been discussing, but there's always that one that stands out that like you think, oh no, like, do I really need to keep going? Or it could be maybe a financial issue that almost closed you down, or anything at all. Is there a moment like that for you?
I've not yet gotten there yet. I've not experienced that moment yet. The only time I can tell you was one time I said to myself that, you know what, because I've been battling with sleep for the longest.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, I had a conversation with my brother. I told him that, man, I think that this lack of sleep is getting too much, and it's telling on me, So he's like, you know what? Why don't you go on sabbatical? Maybe go to Milan, one of these fashion institutes, and just chill. And do like a course, be around like your kind of people, like mine, and just chill and shut everything down. And that time it was because I was having, when you are the one who is running the organization, you're the one who is designing, you're the one doing customer service, you're the one doing everything, pretty much quality control. You're the one doing everything. So how do you do all this?
Take yourself out.
Yes. How do you do all this? And you keep, and so it's a journey that's, whether we like it or not.
And if you take a sabbatical, it means you have to have a good team in place that you can entrust with your vision.
Yes. Yeah. So and if you, so how do we really do? I mean, remove yourself and do all and go and hibernate somewhere. So
what did you do then?
So while I was thinking about it and I was researching where I should go to, something just happened in my brain. Boom. That was very, very grand, and I couldn't just leave.
Okay.
And I just somehow, I'm here today. I've not done that time.
Okay. I think you need
to. So, it's, but I've just not had, that's the closest to, like, this is not financial. This is just stress from, you need to just go somewhere and before you break down, you just need to just shut down.
But you do have a team now. I know you said it's a struggle to get the team that sees your vision, and it's not that you've not found people before, you have, but maybe maintaining them in the long term is what the challenge is. What's your plan there? Because surely at some point you have to take some time off.
So I'm about to say something now.
Okay.
You guys might have to edit to this part.
Okay.
The only solution is for me, that I've seen, is to bring people from outside.
Okay.
So I'm working with Indians, I'm working with Turkish people. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I don't know how to say it in front of keep it moving that to make sense.
Okay. Maybe you
because
can,
the honest truth, because the
maybe
honest
you
truth,
can just say you would outsource outside.
I realize, and I'm yet to be proven wrong, that in order to become a global brand, you cannot do it from Africa. It's not possible. No one has ever done it before. And it's not because we cannot do it. It is because we, the people, are not supporting ourselves to making it happen. Because average, the average, the average Nigerian is bullish in nature. They want to be you. They want to be you. I was with may God bless his soul, Martin Greenfield in New York, where one of my mentors.
Yeah.
And he has people that's been working with him for, no jokes, 50 years, 40 years, 30 something years. He has a lot of people. So when they come into work, it's like a family.
Mm-hmm.
In Nigeria, it's not like that.
Yeah.
And it's a gift and a curse because the average Nigerian is very ambitious. So instead of building our dream, your dream, you've seen him as part of your vision, that it is all of us. And really and truly, it is all of us. Sometimes the CEO is not able to share that vision well
fully
for them to see. This is actually us. I can't do this without you guys. And sometimes, no matter how you share it, these guys are like, man, you know what? I'm one man for himself. Oh. So I remember one time I had a, you know where I told you that there was something massive that happened in my business.
Yes.
So I got called on in different parts of Africa. Okay, so I was going to different countries, people wanted things. So imagine having jobs from different parts of Africa and people paying you because they believe in what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I come to my office one day and everybody didn't come to work.
That's sad.
Everybody did. In fact, I didn't even come to my office. I didn't go to the office I didn't actually go to the office. I was in my house when I got a call. I was supposed to be going to London that day.
Okay.
So my the factory supervisor called me and said, Mr. Ugo, I don't understand that there's nobody in the office, no tailor, nobody. I'm like, that was going on. Immediately, I called one of my main tailors and I told him that I called him. I said, what's up? What's going on? Where are you? I said that until they had formed union against me. And because they knew we had one massive break recently, now they wanted to start making demands. And it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
How would you plan against the guy that has been? But that's the way Nigeria is, unfortunately.
Maybe would you say it's not knowing how to address grievances, maybe, or communication?
They had an issue with the lady.
Okay.
So they said.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you can't do. So nobody showed up at work, and I just told the lady that, you know what, right now I'm going, and I was going to London, and I didn't want anything to distract me because I was going for something very, very important.
Yes.
So I just told her that, you know what, please chain the locks in the office, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
And I went.
So you kept it moving at that moment.
I kept it moving.
Yes. Your focus was to go and achieve that, and then come back to this. Okay.
When I now got to London, I called the girl.
Mm-hmm.
I told her that, in fact, if she watches this video, this clip, she's going to be like, wow. I mean, she will be tearing because she was crying.
Mm.
She said, Mr. Ugo, I think I'm the cause of this. I said, no, don't worry about it.
Mm.
All I can tell you is congratulations. And congratulations to us. This just shows that we have entered a new level.
Yes.
Because for every new level, there are devils.
There are challenges.
So this just proves to me that something bigger is about to happen. So when I finished in London, I came back to Nigeria, and immediately I started calling every client. Client that I'd given 6 weeks. I told them, please, we're having a bit of this. Can we? I might not be able to deliver in 6 weeks as promised. Can we make it 8 weeks? So I started calling everybody, and I changed the delivery dates for everybody. And all of them, everybody said, oh, don't worry, we understand. And guess what? I delivered at the time I told them, that the new dates I gave them to. Because I was not going to allow anything. I was not going to allow anything to spoil what I've been building.
Your reputation.
Yes, I was not going to allow anything. I'd rather call. I mean, so a lot, and it's common in Nigeria. People will not just call to let them know what is going on.
Yeah.
But most people you are discussing, we're human beings. We will understand when things are really going funny.
Yeah.
And it's better for you to let people know that you can't deliver at the set time, than for that time to reach and he's expecting and you are now not delivering. So they respected me more.
Yeah, for communicating.
Yes. They respected me more for communicating that to them.
So that's another key.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Even at that, I didn't feel like giving up.
You kept going.
Yes, even at that, I didn't feel like giving up, because that kind of thing has frustrated a lot of people.
Yes.
Out of business. And tailors are used to doing things like that. So there's something they say, soldier come, soldier go. Barracks remain. That's no matter what you do, we are still going to be here.
Yes.
It's going to be here. No matter what happens, we're still going to be here.
It's that resilience that we talk about here at Keep It Moving. Because if you have to have enough resilience in you, otherwise you will close.
Yeah.
So
there are so many things to talk about, but there are things that you can't even say.
Yes.
On camera.
Yes. But then there are other factors like, staff retention, staff rebelling against you, and then if you, the visionary, are dependent so much on other, people and not understand where you're leading to, that's going to be a challenge. I mean, you've shown us you've walked through your journey with us to see where you started, how you maintain it, the challenges you go through, that regardless of those challenges, you keep going. And I think some businesses, I don't want to generalize, or some people that start up, that this is where, if you remember earlier, you said, if you start a business because you've seen or you want to be like, if faced with things like this, you will. It's easy for you to give up. But if the vision is in you, you know where you want to go. It doesn't really matter what comes your way. You will find a way to maneuver around it.
Like, the honest truth is that when I started my business until today, till now, I'm not into celebrities wearing my clothes, or what I'm into is different. All those things are the icing on the cake. It will come. All those things will always come, because you need to perfect what you are selling.
Yes.
And every other thing will fall into place. Like I always tell my staff that once you chase money, you keep chasing money, and money will keep running. But you need to create value. Once you create value,
money will follow.
Money will follow you. Every other thing will follow.
Yes.
Money, every other thing will follow you. But once you're chasing, you fall down on the floor, you get up, you still be chasing this money that is still running.
I'm glad that we still have, people like yourselves who still understands the quality of products is key to customers than shortcuts, And I think that's why Ugo Monye as the brand is where it is. Because most people now believe in shortcuts,
There's no shortcuts.
Let me cut a corner there, let me do this, let me do that. But, originality, you last longer.
You last longer. There's no shortcut to anywhere worth going to.
I like that.
Yeah, if it's worth it, don't bother. Just follow.
So we shouldn't just see Ugo Monye as a brand. We should see, the real work behind the scenes that's put there for that brand to be maintained.
Yeah. So recently someone told me about, oh wow, that this. I saw you been trending. Da 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 da. I said, I'm not excited about that. Me trending. I'm not excited about media packaging. I've worked too hard to be excited about that. It's for people that don't work hard. It's for me, those things don't mean anything to me at all. It's the real deal that means a lot to me. The work that I put in.
Yes.
If it's commensurate to whatever I'm getting, yes, I'm okay.
You're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay.
But I'm not. It's not like I'll do like now. You come here, we'll do one small thing, then they will amplify it like I've done one great thing, because that's what a lot of. I mean, there are a lot of successful people on social media.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah.
God forbid, I don't want to be one of those. So I'm not into all that at all.
For you, it's what you're putting out there, how well received it is, the quality of it, and your vision where you're going.
Yeah, where I'm going. Yeah. Where I'm going.
I think that's very important.
I used to tell people that this business is more like a ministry to me. It's like I'm showcasing Africa to the rest of the world, right? So I've never really been interested in making money. People think I have more than whatever I have. I mean, people think I have more money than whatever I have, but I'm the only one that knows what is in my.
Yes.
But it's the brand.
Speaking to people.
The brand is one of the strongest brands in Africa. Is without a doubt. My brand equity is ridiculous. It's but so in my mind I'm like, you don't even. What drives me really and truly is different. If I wanted to do business, I know what to do today. I always say, like, I'm like an evangelist in the fashion industry. I'm the one I'm the lamb, sacrificial lamb.
You are the pioneer.
I'm like the sacrificial lamb, because if I wanted to make money, I won't be doing what I'm doing. I know what to do to give me stupendous money.
Yes. But we are grateful to have people like you. Otherwise, the world wouldn't know about African fashion if without creatives like yourself. Yeah. I studied fashion business myself, but from the management side of things, not the creative side of things. So when I see African businesses thriving in the fashion industry, you know that it's not very easy to break through. But seeing brands like yourself being out there, finding their own niche and being heard, being listened to, having a voice for those that don't have the voice. I think this is why your brand stands out, because of that voice that you give to those that perhaps don't even have the knowledge of how to look at trademarking as an example. Some brands, you would be surprised that they don't even think about those things,
I mean, African brands, you can't even blame them, because the honest truth is that, as I said, is evolving. It will get to the level whereby it's going to be part of it's going to be part of our process.
Yes.
It's just like the music industry. There's so much structure in the music industry now that wasn't there before.
Yes.
So fashion industry is coming, and everyone should get ready, because there's something more than ever before. The whole world is looking at us.
Yes.
The whole world is actually looking at African fashion. And something massive is about to happen any moment from now.
You heard it here first.
Any moment from now. And this is a global movement. It's not even, it's about to happen any moment from now to the African fashion industry.
Yes.
So everyone, young fashion designer out there, needs to start positioning themselves.
Yes.
Authentic is the key. You need to be authentic. You need to do things, and it's so easy. Well, I think so. when I say it's so easy, what I mean is that there's so much around us that nobody has seen before.
Yeah.
It's just that you need to open your mind and just think outside the box. There's so much around us that we can use. There's so much around us that the world has not seen. It's just now that the world is beginning to see us. And now is the time to take advantage of that limelight and shine.
Yes. So do you get to mentor other young and upcoming designers?
Yeah,
They come here to the studio?
Yeah, and I go to speak at events, yes. Just to share.
Like to different institutions,
Yes,
you get invited to speak to.
Yes, I do.
But do you have certain number of people that come to you in the studio and you mentor them, or an academy or something?
No, I don't have certain number. Like I don't have a set number. I just know that I have a few people that I'm mentoring.
Okay.
I can't tell you that if it gets to this point, or it's that, but I have a few mentees under me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great to hear, because that's how we'll grow.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And how many people we mentor also speaks for our work.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
100%.
Yes.
100%.
So now, going back to Ugo Monye as a brand, what support systems do you have in place? Because we really want you to take that leap at some point. We always want you at your best and being creative. So
I mean, I thank God for the team that I have right now.
Yes.
Of course, it can be better, but I mean, they're trying their best.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, they're trying their best. It can be better. It always can be better, really and truly.
Yes.
So, and I mean, it's a journey, really.
Yeah. Lessons learned from all these challenges. What could you do better as a visionary of, What could you improve on if you were to improve on one thing, or on experiences that you've gone through the past? What would you?
What would I do? What would I improve on? Yeah, I think I'll be because the honest truth is that I'm a very tough person, and you have to be tough in the end in this kind of industry that you're in.
Tough in the sense of resilience, you mean?
No, even when I'm dealing with my people.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to, unfortunately. But I'm not tough in my heart.
Okay.
I'm tough in my mouth, but not in my heart.
Autocratic leaders say?
Yes.
Okay.
So because I'm the most caring person you ever meet, so so sometimes it really pains you, because you know how
you're a perfectionist. Maybe you want things a certain way, and sometimes it's a challenge to find.
No, I'm a perfectionist. Yes. So I'm the kind of person that, and I will never let it slide. Never. No matter what, I'll never let it slide.
It needs to be addressed.
Yes, I'll never let it slide. If something is so, and I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people love me. So they've learned to, apart from the Ugo Monye brand now, the Ugo Monye person, they've learned to trust the guy, because they've seen that it's not about money. So you can see a client will come to me, when the client comes to me to do a fitting, he has worn his clothes, and the clothes look really nice on him. And the guy is like, oh man, this is mad. This is mad. I mean, that's good. I mean, when this is mad, it means that this is good. Yes. Yeah. And I've seen something. I'll just say, man, bro, please, you know what? I know you like it, but you can't take it now. I just need to do one more thing on it. And when I do that thing on it, he said, no, but what do you want to do is okay. I said, don't worry, please. I can see it, but you can't see it. My eyes will be disturbing me if we don't fix it. Yeah. If it's other people, it's on to the next one. They'll collect their money and they're on to the next one. But the thing about it is that if I bump into this guy outside, I will be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because
you seen.
Yes. Yeah. I'll be uncomfortable because that thing that I've seen is
disturbing.
Yeah.
So I think that's OCD.
Maybe.
No, but I get you. It's you have a certain way of how you want things to be seen, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a creative. If you when you're still sketching,
Yeah.
right? And you sketch and you say, this is how I want this design to come out.
Mm-hmm.
In the event that it doesn't come out like that, or you feel there's an area where you can redefine, that's you there.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that it's hard for these guys. It's organ only because say be tailor they say leave it as long as I'm seeing it, it's not good. Once it's not good, it's not good. So that is frustrating for a lot of people. To losing stuff and to readjust when the client self is already okay with it.
Yeah.
Well, gone are the days where you look at clothes and you say, man, this guy's outfit is fine. It's fine from far, or far from fine when you come close to it.
Yes.
We want our outfits to be fine from far and also fine from near.
Yes.
When you see it is very fine. Also, you can even turn it inside out and wear it and it'll still be fine. That's what we're working. That's where we are going.
Okay.
So
you have to have a certain discipline to work with Ugo Monye.
You have to have a certain discipline to work with Ugo Monye. And that's the honest truth.
Yeah.
You have to, even the process of hiring, even as something like that, even tailors is when we call you, when you come for your test, we give you a design to make. We'll tell you that this design, you're not supposed to use any adhesive, no, nothing, just as it is.
Yeah.
And you finish the outfit and it looks nice.
Okay.
It looks nice that like you followed our design. But we're now checking maybe the armpit and we're seeing that that cross in the armpit is not aligned. We'll now tell you something as small as that. We say, no, can you make sure it's aligned? Or can you make sure this stitch the trouser is nice, but I'm saying something that I don't want to see it. So the smallest thing, the littlest thing, that's what we're looking for. I will tell you to adjust it. So now where the real test is not in the outfit. Where the real test is in how you respond to things like that. It's the character.
Yeah.
It's character more, not talent, because talent without character is equal to disaster. So I'm not interested in a talented tailor. I'm interested in a tailor that wants to learn.
Okay.
So once we tell you that, okay, go and adjust this, if you guys say, okay, sir, he goes to quickly adjust it, or say, or he just has an look on his face like, I already know that this guy can work here. I already know it.
So what you're improving on right now, or what you would rather improve on, are you saying is your, the character of the staff that you're bringing to understand the vision?
I used to speak into the lives of these people every week. Like I'll call them, I would do like a pep talk, I would speak great things into their lives. But guess what? At the end of the day, you've spoken all this, they all just get over and leave. You can tell that these people, it's not the same way that they were when they came that they are now today. But they don't value it. How many? There are very few. So that's a problem.
But if you've got someone from the very start who understands the vision and who is willing to grow with you and the brand, do you think that will eliminate some of those behaviors?
Yeah, sure, it will. I mean, first of all, you need, I think tailors in Africa, especially Nigeria, need to reorientate themselves. Tailoring is actually a very, very, very good profession.
Yes.
It's not.
It is.
It's if you see a tailor in the UK, when they tell you they are tailors, they're saying it with all pride.
Yes, they take pride.
Yes. But in Africa, they will come to work, they've not had their bath. You understand? They do not even, there's no dignity in it. So that has, of course, here it's changed. But I'm saying, in general, there needs to be that.
The mindset.
The mindset needs to change. They don't take it seriously. I had the tailor that used to come to work wearing suits and tie. Everybody used to laugh at him. They used to call him pastor. But do you understand what I'm saying? He used to, and that guy
take his work seriously.
Yeah, he used to take his work seriously. Because you're a tailor, these guys are earning more than people in the bank. but they still don't see it.
The value.
Yes, it's not a serious. So everyone needs to start looking at it as a real time, real life job.
So I still go back to my question. What would you improve on? If, let's say, we're looking at the workforce or the staff that you're bringing on board the brand.
So one of the things that is lacking in most Nigerian fashion industry is structure.
Okay.
Yes, and that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay. So that's what you're improving on.
It's structure. Once you have the right structure in place, you are good to go.
Yes. Even that leave you can take easily.
Easily.
Yes.
But the honest truth is that there's still a lot of
groundwork to be done.
Yes. You see CVs every day, people telling you they can do heaven and earth, and when you come and you put them to the test, it's
a different story.
Yeah. So it's tough to really find that person, the people, like I said, but that is where that's the only thing that really can set us up.
So that's really good. So if you're looking at governance structures at the moment, and then in turn that will help your vision.
Yeah, because that way there was this proper structure in place. Guess what? I can really now do my work.
Yes.
Which is to design.
Yes.
Because now everyone is saying, Ugo Monye. Imagine if I had the time to really sit down and focus on only that. There's problem now. Mm-hmm. everywhere would
scatter. I think the fact that you've realized and you're acknowledging it and you're working on it is important.
Yeah.
I think the fact that you're recognizing that, you need, you're working on your governance structures, you need a good structure in place, to then help you to just focus on what you need to be doing. I think that's a very good thing going forward. So I do hope that works for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we do really appreciate, you sharing your journey and inviting us to your creative space. I must say, it's really good. The energy is good.
Thank you.
There's so much thought that went into just putting this studio together. It's very well put together.
Thank you.
And on behalf of those that you're mentoring, we appreciate you. We appreciate you not only thinking for yourself and your brand, but to grow, of course, your brand, and then to educate and let other people grow under you as well.
Thank you.
That is very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Keep It Moving with Ugo Monye. We've heard his journey, how he manages some of his challenges that he goes through. But most importantly, he is a visionary that is hands-on and oversees everything in his brand. And it's not everything that we see out there that, a lot of hours have been put in. So I hope we've picked up a few things there, and I hope that will help us to tap into our inner strength and build that resilience that we need. Until next time, keep it moving. Thank you.